Hi everyone and welcome to Hearthstone 4. So, I haven't played Hearthstone 4 properly in a while, so I figured it's time to fix that. I did play the multiplayer event with Wade King the Tiger on Twitch, which you might or might not have watched, but not a whole lot happened in there, and this time we'll play on a different continent too. So, I already decided what exactly we are going to play. We will start in 1936, and we will be playing as Yugoslavia, because I'd like to play in Europe, and Yugoslavia is one of the nations I literally never played as. Not even to check them out, like ever. So it should be interesting. And we are actually going to play on Ironman, because why not? So, let's get started! Ironman Yugoslavia YouTube. So first of all, I would actually like to go democratic, for a bit of a bigger challenge. Because most of the nations we are surrounded by historically joined the Axis. So it should be interesting going democratic. First, let's see what we got. Here are all our units. Looks like we got 21 divisions. Okay. Not too amazing. How many factories do we have? We got 3 military factories, 1 naval dockyard, and 14 civilian factories. Okay. Let's start some construction then. Looks like we have quite a few slots for factories, so I think it's best if we build a few more civilian factories before we focus on military. Let's say at least 3 more civilian factories. We also have quite a lot of resources as far as I remember. So yes, we do have a lot of aluminum and chromium, meaning we should be able to sell all of that. Well, maybe not literally all of that, but we can sell it for some civilian factories. That is the plan. We got 3 research slots, and let's check our focus tree. We probably want to get more research slots early on, and also more factories. Research bonus for industry, yes, that is actually very useful. What do we have in here? Add 3 military factories, or add 3 civilian factories. And here's the research slot, so that's one of them. And the other one is down here. Alright, so we'll go down this part of the tree. We got Western focus, we got recognize the Soviet Union, modernize the Air Force, and the Air Force part of the tree. Army modernization, shipyards. Alright, Industrialization Program then. Get started on that. And research. So, first of all, industrial techs. We'll get basic machine tools. We'll get construction 1. And I'm thinking electronic mechanical engineering. Okay, now let's check production. We do have 1 naval dockyard, so let's do something with it. We got 10 convoys at the moment. We also do have a bit of a navy. It's not exactly super impressive, but we got 4 submarines, 1 destroyer, and 1 light cruiser. I think we're going to grab some destroyers, because they don't take too long to build. And with only 1 naval dockyard, anything that's too time-consuming will take ages. 1 destroyer will already take 1.23 years, with just 1 naval dockyard. But that's acceptable. Other than that, a bit of artillery definitely wouldn't hurt. It will be a bit of an outdated artillery, at least it will be outdated soon, but that's okay. We can do that. And move it up. We got some unassigned divisions. No need to worry about that just yet. We start with 25,000 manpower, which is really low. Getting more is definitely going to be one of the priorities. Now, trade. Alright, so right now we mostly need to buy some steel. Let's import some. We can import some from the Soviet Union, it doesn't really matter too much. Or from the United Kingdom maybe, although that one will require some convoys. However, we do have 5 convoys. I do plan to go democratic, so it makes more sense to import from actual democratic countries, you know? So there it is. Okay then, anything else before we unpause? We got export focus, we got civilian economy, and we got volunteers only. Alright then. We also got decisions, but right now there's nothing we can take in here. That's one of the major new features in Waking the Tiger, by the way. In case you weren't aware. Alright, let's unpause then. One more thing we can do is exercise our army. That is definitely a good idea. First of all, let's actually create an army to begin with. That's 22 divisions. We'll assign a general. Let's have a look. Plus 25% recon. I do like that. And we can actually assign a trade. Plus 25% entrenchment speed. Now, assigning trades requires command power. That's also one of the new features in Waking the Tiger. We are going to wait with that, but this guy is going to be our general. And we will also assign a field marshal. Because in Waking the Tiger, each general is assigned to a field marshal, and field marshal's traits affect every army assigned to him, if that makes sense. So they work a little bit differently than before Waking the Tiger. Plus 10% maximum planning, yep, that's fine. So as you can see, the field marshal doesn't have his own army, he can just command up to 5 armies. That's how it works in Waking the Tiger, basically. And now we can exercise, because we probably should. It will use some infantry equipment, but that's okay. We definitely need more than 0 army experience, you know. Technically, we could exercise with just one single division, and that might be better, because this will eat a lot of equipment, actually. So, you know what? Let's grab just one division. We'll assign it to a completely separate army, and then exercise that way. Just assign a separate general, like so. And he can exercise like this. That seems reasonable. I don't think I'm going to recruit any new divisions just yet, because we simply do not have the manpower for that. Alright, so we got Industrialization Program and Remilitarization of the Rhineland in Germany. I also assigned my army to garrison the area, because they don't really have anything better to do right now. And next up, we will go for expand the mining industry. And then probably for military factories, since I think we have enough civilian. Speaking of civilian, the next one will complete in September this year. And we got some decisions available. Let's check them out, shall we? Our stability is very low, only 39%. We can get weekly stability at the cost of weekly war support and daily political power gain. Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. Minus 0.05 daily democracy support. Yeah, we also don't want that. Alright, these are not good for us right now. The first thing we need is democracy support. Or Democratic Party support. And there's the Spanish Civil War, as always. We'll see who's going to win this time around. Alright, we got electronic mechanical engineering. And we can either continue down electronic engineering, or we can switch to either infantry or industry. Let's get minus 3% research time. The earlier we get that, the better. A few new decisions available. I don't think I'll be taking any of them, because I want my democratic guy as soon as possible. Unless we can boost our Democratic Party popularity through here. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Minus 6.60 base stability, but minus 10% change in popularity of fascist, and minus 0.02 daily fascism support. We could maybe do that, but our stability is just so low, only 39%. Yeah, let's just wait to get 150 to assign our first advisor. We got our second focus, so now we can go for military factories, unless we want something else. Yeah, military factories, for sure. We are going to need them badly. This will basically double the number of military factories we got. And basic machine tools are done. Now, we do have a boost for industry techs right now. So, we could just go directly for improved machine tools. It's slightly ahead of time, but that doesn't matter too much when we got 50% boost. Yep, let's do that. Sounds good to me. We got 10,000 infantry equipment deficit. That's why we need military factories badly. I'm just saying. That's why I'm not exercising with my entire army, because that is not a good idea when we have 10,000 infantry equipment deficit. And we can assign our first advisor, so that's going to be... Let's have a look. Democratic Reformer, since that's the idea here. Go Democratic. Oh, we actually need 185 or 87. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's check all the other modifiers we got. Minus 30% stability because of Croatian opposition. And yep, more negative modifiers because of Macedonian opposition. Minus 10% production efficiency growth. Plus 50% military leader cost. But plus 10% maximum planning. Plus 5% ideology drift defense. Plus 10% resource gain efficiency. Alright. There's construction 1. So next up... Yeah, I think we'll go for dispersed industry, rather than concentrated. It will be better once we are actually at war. So, I think it will be better long term for us. We could also take advantage of the 50% boost and go directly for construction too. Yeah, how about we do that? Leadership purges in the Soviet Union, that's to be expected. And next up, we can get our research slot. Actually, no, not yet. Oh yeah, we need... what do we need here? Does not have national spirit, Croatian opposition. Oh, alright, we need to get rid of that. Okay then. So let's check the political decisions here. We can go for Western focus, which is the general idea here. Can we remove some of these national spirits? Let's have a look. Friendship treaty with Italy, reinforce old alliances. We can gain opinion with the United Kingdom, with France. Okay, so I took a look around the tree a little bit, and there are a few important policies here in the political part. There is local militias, which can potentially give us 2% recruitable population. There are these two, Greater Yugoslavia and concessions for Macedonians. This would remove the Macedonian opposition national spirit. Which is... which one was it? This one. It's a pretty bad one. Wouldn't mind removing that. And almost at the bottom of the political part of the tree, we have a decision to join the Axis or join the Allies. In this case, we'll want to join the Allies. Which means we'll go this way. Alright, well then. Let's start Western focus in that case. I think I saw enough for now. And now we can grab the Democratic Reformer. So here you go. We'll start working on Democratic Party support. Right now it's at 15%. It needs to be way higher than that. Our infantry equipment production is going up now that we have more military factories. It's still a little bit low, but it will improve over time. We got the resources, that's the important part. Right now it's mostly about the efficiency. It's at 25% production efficiency. So our first civilian factory is almost done. I don't think I'm going to build more after this, because I would really like to get more military factories ASAP. Let's focus on those, shall we? Maybe one more naval dockyard wouldn't be a terrible idea, but that's low priority for now. Our actual land army is the top priority. We also have 100 command power, which means we could spend it. And improve the machine tools. I'll pause for a moment. So let's have a look. What can we get for our field marshal? Minus 10% organization loss when moving, plus 30% maximum entrenchment, plus 2% reinforce rate, plus 10% division recovery rate. I don't like plus 30% maximum entrenchment. Because we will almost certainly be defending a fair bit. So let's get that one. That will cost us 15 command points. There it is. As for our general, I think he also had some to spend. Yeah, right now we can only really get guerrilla fighter. And next tech. Now we can go for dispersed industry. Or for resource gain efficiency. We do have quite a lot of resources. Now disperse industry first. There it is. And carry on. How's our trade going? Okay, we are exporting some aluminum, some chromium. Good to know. And we got 15 civilian factories, all are in use. Our army experience is going up slowly. It won't go up any faster unless we start exercising with more divisions. But I'm not doing that since we barely have enough infantry equipment. In fact, we do not have enough infantry equipment. Here's Western focus, that gives us 189 political power. So let's have a look. We should probably switch from volunteer only to limited conscription. Because 27,000 manpower is just way too low. We can also change from civilian economy to something else. In this case, partial mobilization, I guess. Yeah, that makes way more sense. We will not be able to go for war economy anytime soon, because we are not going fascist or communist. But partial mobilization is a huge improvement over civilian economy, obviously. So that's what we'll switch to. And our next decision will probably be changing conscription law. As for our next focus... Right, we'll go for reinforce old alliances, to increase our opinion with France and United Kingdom. And we'll also get a bonus. Yugoslavian purchasing commission when dealing with France. Acceptance when requesting to buy a license. Same with United Kingdom. Now this might actually come in handy. We might buy a license at some point. We'll see about that. And we got 100 command power again. I don't think we can actually do anything with that right now. Now, command power can be spent when you're at war. So, for example, there's staff office plan option here, which right now would cost us 23 command power, and it would increase our planning speed by 400% for 7 days. That can be quite useful, but obviously that is kind of worthless when we are not at war of any kind. There's also force attack, which costs 42 command points, and you can see the bonuses from that, again for 7 days. We got last stand, again 7 days, and 42 command points. That's nice when you're defending and need an extra boost. And then staff office plan, which I already showed you. So that's what you can do with command power. Or in this case, what we can't do with it right now. Alright, we got construction too. What is next? We are almost in 1937. Probably a good idea to continue some infantry research. What about doctrines? Let's check our land doctrine. We do have one in superior firepower, which is great because that's exactly what I want. Yeah, let's continue our doctrines. They take a while, but we definitely need them. Mechanical computing is also about to finish. So there it is. What about some air force? We could get a fighter, which is not a bad idea. Yep, let's research a fighter. Our Democratic Party support is up to almost 1/4, and our current focus is almost done already. There it is. Okay, so next up, attract foreign capital. This will give us National Spirit Foreign Capital, which grants minus 5% consumer goods factories. And then we can go for either limited self-government or ban Slovene nationalist parties. This will remove the national spirit, and we would gain a huge increase in opinion with Italy. Or we can go for plus 5% production efficiency growth. First, attract foreign capital. Democratic opposition forming. Change in popularity, 5%. But also minus 5% base stability. That is okay. Here, 30% now. So now we could request license production if we want to. Not much point doing that just yet, I don't think so. There's nothing in particular I would want from them at the moment. But it will definitely come in handy later on. So we have two new decisions we can take, because democracy is on the rise. We can either prepare for civil war, or we can open up political discourse to try avoiding a violent change. The first one will cost us 50, the second one will cost us 25. I don't really want a civil war right now, let's try opening up political discourse then. Okay, that's 25. And that opens up some more decisions. Expand civil support. Weekly stability, minus 3%. For 30 days. That seems a little bit rough. But plus 0.02 daily democracy support. So this would give the Democratic Party a bigger boost. However, it would cost us quite a lot of stability, and it's already low to begin with. Discredit government. Minus 1% base stability gain. Minus 10% change in popularity of non-aligned. Okay. I think this one might be a little bit better. But it will cost us 50, and I would still like to change our conscription laws. Right about now. Or rather, the sooner the better. Public call for elections. So we can decrease our political power gain by 50%, but increase daily democracy support by 0.05. Might be worth doing, actually. The only thing I'm worried about is that this will make our political power gain much slower. Yeah, let's go for it. It will just delay the change of our conscription law. Alright, we finished our focus. So now we can go either for limited self-government or ban Slovene nationalist parties. I think I'd rather go for limited self-government. I don't really care about our opinion with Italy, but plus 5% production efficiency growth is pretty nice. So there it is. Our Democratic Party is up to almost 1/3 now. 32.6%. Alright, we finished Dispersed Industry 1. It is 1937 already, so we can go for 1937 tax without any penalty. We'll just go for Dispersed Industry 2. Yep, no reason not to. So we are about to finish limited self-government, and this will remove the 10% production efficiency growth penalty. On top of giving us plus 5%. The United Kingdom exerts influence in Turkey, okay. And next up, we can actually grab local militias right now, which is not a bad idea. This will give us more recruitable population. However, that will slow down joining the allies. Still, we are going to need more recruitable population, one way or the other. What are the other options? Traditional values, plus 25% political power gain. Okay. Stability, plus 10%. Let's go for recruitable population, because I would like to get more divisions. We can't really do that right now. There's the Hindenburg disaster. Alright, and we finished the fighter. I think it's time to start some infantry research. Yep, let's do that. Support weapons 1. And nationalist Spain won the civil war. That is not great for us, to be honest. It shouldn't be a big problem for us, but I would have preferred if nationalist Spain lost. And since we are about to get more recruitable population, we might as well start recruiting some divisions. How much manpower do we need for one? 9,600, okay. I will most certainly change this template around, but right now we can't really do that. It has 18 combat width. Alright, that's actually not too bad. So let's train some of these guys. We'll train 2 divisions simultaneously. And we can do infinite runs for now. Actually, no, let's just do 1 run and then we'll decide what to do when it's done. We got local militias. Now, infantry equipment is still a problem, but we are doing better with that now. We still can't get the research slot, since we have to remove Croatian opposition for that. Let's see. We can get some more army experience. And then infantry weapons bonus. But I think I'd rather focus on the political part of the tree. Yep, let's do that. We are down to 4,400 deficit now. And we started with 10,000 deficit. So as you see, we are doing much better with production. It's up to 36 per day, much better than before. House construction. Okay, last military factory in the queue is almost done. Let's get some more, shall we? And we likely want some forts sooner or later. But that's not a priority just yet. We got our doctrine. Next up, mobile defense. Yup. There's dispersed industry too. And next up, too early to go for advanced machine tools just yet. Let's see, let's get radio. And then radio detection most likely. To build a radar station or two. I would definitely like to have some radar stations before the war actually starts. And our focus is already done. Right, next up we can actually remove one of the really bad national spirits. So we have a choice. We can either remove Macedonian opposition, which is plus 25% political advisor cost, trade laws cost, mobilization laws cost, and economy cost. Or we can claim Bulgaria. That is an interesting choice. I'm actually tempted to claim Bulgaria instead. It is very tempting, I have to say. Macedonian opposition isn't that bad. The really bad one is Croatian opposition. Not just because of the minus 30% stability, but mostly because we have to remove this one in order to get more research slots. But I'm fine keeping the 25% penalties here. Let's claim Bulgaria, why the heck not? Alright, go. And we got support weapons 1. It's October 1937. Okay, what do we want? Let's have a look. Some support companies wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. A recon company. That would work nicely with our general, that's already getting plus 25% recon bonus. Or we could get started on some artillery research. Yes, let's do that. We'll need this one way or the other. Up to 50 infantry equipment per day, that's much better. And we only got 900 deficit now. Okay, that means we can exercise more divisions soon. Maybe even everything. We could try to exercise everything. Mostly because we need more army experience. Right now we just don't have enough. Let's exercise everyone for a while. That will speed things up. And we claimed Bulgaria. Here, Yugoslavia claims Bulgaria. So next up... So we could gain another 1% recruitable population, but that doesn't lead to anything, it's a dead end. Or we could just continue down this part of the tree. Replace Croatian opposition with Croat nationalism suppressed. Okay, so we have two different options here. We can either release independent state of Croatia as a puppet, or we can remove Croatian opposition, replace it with Croat nationalism suppressed, and gain 30% stability, but minus 25% political power gain. Our political power gain is already kind of bad, but I'm thinking we'll go for this one. So, replace Croatian opposition with Croat nationalism suppressed. I don't really want to release Croatia as a puppet all that much. Alright, let's go for that one then. And then we can get our extra research slot. Because that will remove the national spirit that's preventing us from getting it. The problem with our political power right now is that we are actually losing 0.07 per day. Which is not fantastic, but it's only temporary. And it cannot go below 0. It can only go below 0 through some special events, as far as I'm aware. Oh, and our training is already done. Let's see, let's train some more now, we can afford it. Let's say... okay, 4. 4 in one go, that will do. Or 3 in one go. Yep, looks good. And there it is. So now we can actually go for the research slot right here. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. And once that's done, we'll grab one of these. Invite German military mission. No, I don't think so. Non-discriminating officer promotions. Yeah, we'll probably go for this one. And then we can join the Allies. That's the general idea here. And construction. How many military factories do we have? We got 13. Yep, time to get more. There, that will do for now. How's our infrastructure? I haven't checked that. It's actually pretty good. Alright. And there's radio. Now we can go for radio detection and build a radar station once that's done. It is already 1938. So we got around a year and a half, maybe a little bit more. World tension is still at 6% only, but it will go up. It's only at 6% due to the Spanish Civil War, at least mostly because of that. There's the artillery research. Might be a little bit too early to start improved artillery. Although, it's not much of a penalty. Yeah, let's get started on that. Then we can actually start producing artillery too. Sounds good. We'll have more military factories by the time it's done. Democratic Party is at 50% almost, and it's March 1938 right now. The next election will be happening in May 1938. There's our research slot. What's after that anyway? Let's have a look. Add one infrastructure. Add building slots and infrastructure. Okay. We don't need building slots just yet. Alright, first let's continue down the political part of the tree. Remove national spirit, anti-German military. What exactly is that anyway? Right here, plus 5% ideology drift defense. I don't really want to remove that. So, non-discriminating officer promotions. There you go, and our fourth research slot. Improved infantry equipment 1. Sounds good. Then we could get infantry research boost before we start researching better infantry equipment. I think that's what I'll do. To get EMP 35 faster. The Anschluss of Austria. Yep, that's to be expected. German pressure. Alright, I think 15 army experience will be enough for now. So let's stop exercising. How's our production? We got almost 7,000 surplus right now. It's time to change some production priorities. How's artillery research? 117 days. You know what? Let's go for some fighters. That was kind of the point of researching fighters to begin with. So obviously it makes sense to build some now. We will get a resource penalty. But it's not going to be massive. How bad is it now? Minus 17%. Now I could just buy either oil or rubber. Okay, this looks fine. One fighter per week. That will do for now. And we got mobile defense. So now we'll go this way. We are still non-aligned. Okay then. Well, we got 50% Democratic Party support now. Next focus is done, and now we can join the Allies. Germany won't be very happy about that one. I suppose we don't have to rush that one all that much. We could go for the resources. We could also go for army modernization. And then small arms. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I'd like to get infantry research bonus before we start researching better infantry equipment. That just makes sense. And we got radio detection, so now we can actually build a radar station. And we most certainly will. In fact, let's maybe start building one right away, once we finish the military factory. So, radar station. Let's see. In Slovenia. And maybe close to the border over here. Yep, this looks reasonable. this looks fine for now. Let's finish those two. What's happening? Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. Alright. Well, that was coming at some point. And the German Reich formalizes anti-Soviet pact. Our recruitment is almost done. I think we'll continue recruiting infantry. That seems reasonable. How's our infantry equipment? We got 10,000 surplus right now. Okay, and research is done. So we are not starting EMP 35 just yet. I'd like to wait for the bonus. We can start support weapons too. Or we can start motorized infantry. Yeah, we are going to need those. Let's just get it done. Improved artillery will be done in a month. And army modernization is done. Now we can go for small arms, which will give us a 50% research bonus for infantry weapons. That's the general idea here. And we'll use that to get better infantry equipment faster. The 4th International. And we got improved artillery. So let's take a look. We could work on some support companies, that's certainly not a bad idea. But since it's already September 1938, I think we should start another industrial tech. So advanced machine tools. Yep, let's get started on that. And now we just need to switch the production line to artillery too. There it is. Germany declared war on Czechoslovakia. Alright then. And the United Kingdom is now granting our independence. Once we finish small arms, we will go for join the Allies. I think it's about time. It's almost 1939. So we better be ready for that. It's going to be interesting. Mussolini speaks against Yugoslavia. And they are justifying war goal. Alright, I think it's time to move our army. Let's maybe do that, shall we? So remove all of this. And move to the front. It's not much of a front line, but, well, there it is. And we could build a few forts. I don't think we'll need them all that much, but they might come in handy, actually. It doesn't take too long to build just one fort. And we'll move the radar station to the bottom. Yeah, as you see, it doesn't take too long. Let's build 2 levels of forts. It does look like we will be going to war pretty soon. I mean, obviously. Alright, more divisions. How many can we get in one go? Quite a lot. Alright, let's not go overboard. We don't have that much manpower. And one division requires, like, just under 10,000. So, I would say 8 will be quite enough. Yeah, that will be enough. And we'll do 1 run. Carry on. We got small arms, and now we can go for join the Allies. That will take 70 days, exactly. Luxembourg joined French alliance, and Germany declared war on Luxembourg. And Italy joined the Axis. Well, it's happening! British pressure. The British ambassador visited Foreign Office today, demanding to know why we still traded with Germany. We are not trading with Germany. Maybe Germany is importing something. Well, we are about to join the Allies, so I don't think that matters too much. I'm definitely not importing anything from Germany. We might be exporting something, which you don't really have direct control over. Come on, let's join the Allies already. I'm thinking Italy might declare war on us before that happens. However, UK is granting our independence. There goes Czechoslovakia. Capitulated. As you would expect. Hungary joined the Axis. Yep. Well then, we should probably spread our army a little bit in that case. Let's see. It's time to create a second one right now. What's our next best general? This would be the one. Okay. So he will guard the border. Let's move some troops. Recruitment is going quite well, but let's move a few divisions. Just to avoid anything funny happening. So these guys, unassign them. And move them over to the other army. Then the other army will guard the front line with Hungary. There, that will do. Off you go. What's Romania doing? They are still 60% non-aligned. And Bulgaria, 60% non-aligned. Good to know. Oh, and we need divisions on our border with Germany, obviously. So, hold on a moment. Second front line, and we'll assign a few divisions to that front line specifically. Let's have a look. Not too many, just a few. We could definitely use more troops. We need this round of recruitment to finish before the war actually starts. Otherwise, it might be a bit of an issue. I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. Here, join the Allies. What are we going to do next? Let's work on the other parts of the tree, shall we? We could also get another 1% of recruitable population. Probably a good idea. Is there anything else in particular that would help us a lot? Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind the extra research slot. Let's maybe go for that. Yes, we will definitely go for that. However, that will be the end of the first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see more Hearts of Iron 4 on the channel in general. And I'll see you next time.